Hey everyone, Miranda here, and today I have another vegetarian friendly recipe for you guys. It's been a while since I've made this, but I know my hubby likes it, and it's one that I made for the holidays one year and everybody loves, so it's a very easy recipe, does not require a whole lot of ingredients. So all you will need is some spinach, you guys. You can use the full bag of spinach. Like I have a 16-ounce bag here. You could use half. Really, it's just going to depend on preference, how much spinach you like. You're going to need some garlic salt, some Parmesan cheese. Going to need some mozzarella cheese, and then you will need some pasta. I like to use the elbow macaroni. You can really use whatever pasta you want, but this is all the ingredients that you need, you guys. That's it. So I'm gonna get the pasta going. Got my water boiling over there, and once that's boiling I will add the pasta and we'll get that going. And then what we're going to do, you will also need some oil. Actually, you guys, it calls for olive oil, but really the whole idea of the oil is just so it doesn't stick to like the pan. So I'm just going to use regular oil. No problem with that. So what we're going to do is in the blender actually is blend the spinach with the garlic salt and the Parmesan. And really this is just all going to be to your own liking, you guys. There's no exact measurements or anything like that. It's just if you like a lot of spinach, do a lot. I thawed it out a little bit. The recipe does call for it to be frozen, but obviously, you know, it's kind of hard to blend it that way. So I did let it thaw out a little bit. It's still partially frozen. So I'm going to see how it turns out doing it this way. And then we're going to add in the garlic salt, again, to your liking, and the Parmesan cheese, however much you want. And then we'll go from there. Alright, so I went ahead and I used a little sandwich baggie I had of the spinach, and I used like half of what was in here, so I kind of had like a half a bag, so there's still about like a quarter left in there. But so this is what it should look like, and you guys, the consistency is going to be like crumbly. Like I said, it's really hard to blend it when it's frozen, so that's why I'm doing a little bit different this time, and I'm actually let it thaw out like I said. So we'll see how this turns out. So we're gonna go ahead and get this blended, you guys. Right, so as you can see, it doesn't really do anything. So what I did was actually go ahead and add the oil into here, because usually I would toss the oil like in with like the pasta like towards the end, but so I decided to go ahead and add the oil in here. I'm gonna mix it a little bit so that it can kind of, you know, incorporate, and then I'm gonna go ahead and continue blending. So it's slowly getting there, you guys. Definitely adding the oil did help a little bit. So what I like to do is kind of let it blend, you know, stop it, give it a good mix so that like all these pieces right there, you can see there's still like a lot of the spinach on top. You know, kind of mix it around. Or as it's blending, you know, you can also do like use a spoon like I was doing here, just kind of like smash it down a little bit. Just make sure your spoon doesn't get caught, of course. So I'm just going to continue to kind of mix it a little bit, blend it, mix it, and blend it, and then we should be good to go. Alright, so this is kind of what it looks like here, you guys. It's a little bit crumbly. It kind of looks gross, I know. But trust me, it tastes amazing once it's like in with the pasta and has the cheese and everything. Because what we're going to do is just end up mixing this into like the pasta and adding the cheese, and then we're going to bake it in the oven. Alright, so now that my pasta is ready, it's al dente, it's drained. So to this we're going to add the spinach mixture, and we're going to add some of the mozzarella cheese. We won't use all of it because we want to be able to save some to add to the top. So I'm going to put everything in the pot, mix it around, and then we will add it to our casserole dish. Alright, so there's a spinach mix, the cheese, and I added just a tad bit more oil. That way we make sure it's not sticking to the bottom of our dish. So I'm just going to go ahead, incorporate this all really well, and then we're going to toss it into the casserole dish, you guys. Alright, so they're ready to spread in the casserole dish. So now we're just going to add cheese to the top. Honestly, you guys, I'm already liking the way that this has come out as opposed to the other times that I've made it. I think that the thawing out the spinach for a little bit really helped, and then adding the oil to it so that it's easier to like blend it. So yeah, and this even looks like kid friendly, you guys, because it really doesn't look like spinach. So the kids won't know, you know, exactly what it is. So now, like I said, we're just going to top this with some cheese. Alright, so there's the cheese. I just used what I had left. Like I said, I used about half the bag to mix in. There's about half of the bag to cover it. Obviously, I would like some more cheese, but that's all the mozzarella cheese that I had. I suppose you could probably use any kind of cheese, but I've just always made it with mozzarella. I've actually made this recipe with shredded chicken in it one time, but I kind of prefer it without the chicken. So, it's a good recipe, you guys. So now we're just going to put it in the oven at 375 for about 20 to 30 minutes. We're just kind of basically want the cheese to melt through and, you know, crispen up a little bit. So, I'm going to put this in. I'm going to set the timer and we'll be back to show you guys what it looks like when it's done. Alright, and 20 minutes later, there is all the cheese nice and melted. So much goodness going on there, you guys. So that is my little spinach pasta recipe. Super easy, vegetarian friendly. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye, guys.